Hi there, folks. Julius Kuiper here from PPW High Voltage with young Alexander Bowe, about to drop a history lesson on the true meaning of Independence Day. Back on July 4th, 1776, our founding fathers, George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, and Gandalf the Great, got together and told those communist British, hey, we're gonna go pay for our own tea. We don't need you to tell us what to do.
Did you just say Gandalf the Great?
Yeah, he was one of the first men to sign the Declaration of Independence. Gandalf Hancock, you can look it up.
Anyway, listen, hey, the ratings are in from the best of PPW. Bravado sent them down from Mudridge Lane. They are off the charts. The Kilowatt, Tom Mitchell, Anthony Blackwell helping out. We're doing a great job. We got a great crew. We have a ton of work to do, and we got to get down into Duke's Dungeon. Hold up. Why are you marching?
Listen up, Bo Boy. You point with that stupid point of yours. I wave the flag. I love this country, buddy.
All right, listen. Don't forget to wear your mask. All right?
That's right, folks. Have fun this holiday weekend. Don't forget to mask up and do your part in conserving public safety.
Hold on a second. Not a lucha mask. What are these masks?
What's wrong with this mask?
Are you surfing on the sun again? Oh my God, this guy.
Nothing wrong with this mask. PPW High Voltage is coming up next. Don't go anywhere.
Gentlemen, to the third episode of the Best of PPW. We are on location at the Duke's Dungeon. I want to be the first one to wish you all a happy Independence Day weekend. We just finished up. I hope you enjoyed the opening monologue to start off the show. Paul Bowe, alongside Julius Kuiper, sandwiched in the middle, a rose between two thorns, young Alexander Bowe. Look at these new shirts, EJ. Let's talk about dress code. PPW has gone stylish with the PPW High Voltage official polo, sponsored none other than by Scott Levan of Munderwear, EJ.
Paul Bowe, if you want to look as good as me, and I mean, if they could even make you look good, you know Munderwear is doing something right. So go to munderwear.com.
Where do we go, EJ?
Munderwear.com.
What if you're a painter?
Munderwear.com.
What if you're a short order cook?
Munderwear.com.
A high school principal?
Munderwear.com.
How about a librarian?
Munderwear.com.
How about the Duke?
Munderwear.com, even for the Duke.
Professional wrestler?
Munderwear.com.
Professional wrestling fan?
Munderwear.com.
Okay, we all get the picture. Let's talk about tonight's episode. 3 action-packed matches from the archives of the PPW Vault. Sammi Pandora took on former AEW Women's Champion, the Native Beast, Nyla Rose. This was a classic.
Absolutely. 2 of the hottest women on the scene today in professional wrestling. Only one could come out on top, and we're going to have to see how it turned out.
Well, let's talk about our second match tonight. Richard Holliday taking on the hybrid Sean Carr. This was another dandy.
Absolutely. Richard Holliday is on everyone who matters radar in professional wrestling. Jim Cornette, just listen to him, as one of the top 5 up-and-coming stars. And, you know, love him or hate him, if you're on Corny's radar, you must be doing something right.
Absolutely right. Richard Holliday just signed with MLW, another contract. Best wishes for Rich. Sean Carr, always great to see in PPW. Hopefully, we'll see him back real soon. But don't go anywhere. Our main event is going to be off the charts, where PPW heavyweight champion Mike Orlando took on Jack Swagger. This was part 1 of a 2-part series, EJ. It was absolutely fabulous.
Paul Bo, you know, both these men are raw athletes who got their start outside of the ring. You're going to have to see how this war goes down.
Well, what I suggest you to do is go to the refrigerator, grab something cold to drink, perhaps even a snack. PPW High Voltage is coming up next.
Whoa. Hold it on, Bo Boy. The last thing you need is a snack, and you too, Julius. Let's go to the real man on the crew, Tom Mitchell, for our first match.
Real man? Mitchell?
Unlike you.
I thought bravado.
Thanks, guys. Now, before I get into the very first match of the night, I want to give a huge shout out to Underwear for sponsoring us with these brand new polos. Now, I'm more of a suit and tie guy myself, but when the polos are this nice, you know I had to rock it. Anyways, back to the wrestling. So our very first contest of the night will take us back to PPW Tangled in October of 2016. While James Storm was a guest in town and he was taking on Havoc in the night's main event, it was actually Sammi Pandora versus Nyla Rose, which is going to be the match that we're going to feature tonight. This is the most viewed match in our YouTube page's history with over 22,000 views. Nyla Rose, as many of you know, would eventually go on to become an AEW Women's Champion, and Sammi Pandora has been a long-time staple of the PPW roster, one of the first women and one of the truly most beloved women in all the company's history. Two amazing talents, one highly rated matchup, and now, for your viewing pleasure, yours to check out.
I'll tell you what here. Uh-oh. Nyla has Sammi by the hair. Wow.
Oh my God. What a way to open up the match, Paul Bo.
Absolutely. She just got manhandled by Nyla Rose there.
Metaphorically, we've said it before, Sammi Pandora is the women's division here at PPW, and the women's division just got tossed across the ring like a little girl. Oh my God, and again.
I'll tell you what here. Sammi Pandora's being thrown around like a child here. And look at the look on the face of Nyla Rose here. That smile, that sinister smile. She could eat a banana sideways. Sammi Pandora fighting back here.
Oh my God, runs right into the big boot.
Big boot right into the face here as we're being joined on commentary here now by Fast Freddie Akers. How funny is that? But anyway, Freddie's here. Hi, Fred.
Hey, how you doing today?
Great. There's a blatant choke over the ropes by Nyla Rose. Sammi Pandora's body is quivering there, EJ. You can see the convulsions as the oxygen was cut off to the brain there for at least 6-7 seconds. I know she only has 5, but she took at least 7 or 8.
Freddie, you've been around a long time. Have you ever seen a women's competitor like Nyla Rose?
I have never seen, even in the ring with a couple of divas, I've never seen one quite like that.
Absolutely. Referee Andrew Franks here in his second professional match here, and Nyla Rose knows that she's taking advantage of it right there, and he's staying far away from the action. He knows what's good for him. Sammi fighting back here.
Look at
That's a pull of the hair. Referee, get involved there. She pulled the hair.
I would have called that spot right there.
Look at that. Nyla Rose stepping on the hair.
Now that's illegal. Ref finally calling for it here.
Pablo, how would you like to be stretched out like that by Nyla Rose?
I'll pass on that one. I'll take the 0.
Again with the hair.
Oh my
Ref gotta be more assertive with that. That doesn't tickle.
Pablo, there's a lot of guys in PPW who wouldn't want to get in the ring with Nyla Rose.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I wouldn't want to get in the ring with Nyla Rose. I got out when I announced her.
She is giving Sammi a beating like we've never seen before, folks.
She's just manhandling her. I haven't seen anybody quite do that to her in a long time.
Manhandling? You mean woman handling?
I'll tell you what, Nyla Rose is so bad.
Look at the cuts. Look at the welts across Sammi Pandora's chest. They are beat red, Pablo.
As I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, Nyla Rose is so bad that when she went to high school, her high school had its own obituary section because of her.
And she played, and all she played was volleyball, Pablo.
Absolutely.
Could imagine if she joined the football team.
Sammi trying to fight back here. Big elbow to the rib cage.
And no, stopped it with a double axe handle smash to the small of the back from Nyla Rose.
Oh, I'll tell you, look at this. Your body's not meant to bend like this. She has that lock contorting her body right in the back,
She's still working
right between the shoulder blades.
Paul Bo, that upper body strength of Nyla Rose is just incredible, and she is focusing it all on the sensitive nerve beneath the chin. And now she's just literally wiping the mat with Sammi Pandora.
Here's the cover.
Kick out by Sammi Pandora. I'll tell you what, you can never, ever question the heart of Sammi Pandora. We've seen her take a super kick in the face from 300-pound Alpha Anawahi, the Wild Samoan. The Samoan Storm, whatever you want to call him. She took a shot square in the face about a year ago and lived to tell about it. Lost a couple chiclets there, EJ, but she lived to tell about it. So
Barely.
we know that this girl can handle the pain. But for how long is my question?
Absolutely. It's one thing to take one super kick, but to last 5, 10, 15 minutes with someone like Nyla Rose for an entire match, it's a totally different kind of endurance, Paul Bo. Totally different kind of toughness.
Kick right to the breadbasket by Sammi. Got her on one knee. And another one. Sammi got some momentum behind that one. Put her back into the corner.
There we go.
Crowd willing Sammi here.
Full steam ahead. Big splash in the corner. Nyla Rose is reeling.
Uh-oh. She's going up top. You say it, EJ. Feast or famine. Here it is.
You live and die by the top rope, Paul Bo.
Big flying body press.
Does she have it?
No.
Two count there. I thought Sammi had her there.
Sammi Pandora on the offensive for the first time in this match. Let's see if she can continue it.
She was able to chop her down to her size.
Going for those patented submission maneuvers now.
And nothing wrong with that. She's down on one knee. Got her down to that height level.
I think Sammy's trying to put her to sleep, EJ.
Absolutely. It's not gonna work with someone like Nyla Rose. I'm telling you right now, Paul Bo.
The best thing to do, Freddie, if you were refereeing this match, or if you were in this match, let's even put it there, what would your strategy be at this point?
I think we try to choke them out. We try to go, cut off the oxygen, cutting them down to their size, able to get them for the pinfall.
Absolutely there. Sammy's trying to choke her out here. Nyla looks like she's fading fast. Yeah. Referee checking it too.
Like I say, you're not going to put Nyla Rose out. You need a tranquilizer gun for that.
Was trying her best here.
Oh my God, look at the raw strength of Nyla Rose from a seated position. Paul Bo deadlifted Sammi Pandora right up off the mat.
And you can see that took the wind right out of Sammi there. Sammi had the advantage for a while, EJ, and Sammi is grimacing in pain there, but she's still trying to will herself up. Oh man, martial arts style kick from Nyla Rose. She picked that up in Japan on her recent tour.
Things don't look good for Sammi Pandora here, draped over the top rope. What could you even do in that position like that, Paul Bo?
I have no idea, EJ, but we're going to find out real soon. Nyla Rose is going up top.
Nyla Rose, look at the agility.
Sweet Mary!
Oh my God!
Sweet Mary, mother of Joseph! She decapitated her right there, EJ.
Paul Bo, she came down like a guillotine from that top rope.
She folded Sammi up like a lawn chair. This has to be it.
What?
Kick out again. What is keeping Sammi Pandora's shoulders off that mat? It has to be will. It has to be determination, EJ. She never gives up.
Absolutely, Paul Bo. This is her house. We've said it before. She will do anything to defend it. Nyla Rose looking to put Sammi Pandora away. Pandora, no.
She blocks it twice.
Fights out. Pandora ducks the lariat. One of her own, little extra momentum there. The crowd firmly behind Sammi Pandora. Kick to the midsection. Goes down low, takes her out by the leg.
Oh, man. Kick right in the side of the temple.
Oh, senton splash.
There we go, there's the cover.
Oh, no. No, that was 2.5. Very close.
2 3/4 there.
Folks,
Folks, even if his hand hits the mat for the third time, her shoulder was up before the 3 count.
Absolutely. That is just a technical jargon there, right there, EJ. It was 2 3/4, maybe 2 7/8.
Absolutely.
It's not a 3 count until he hits and say ring the bell. It was at 2 3/4, and he definitely.
It ain't over until the official calls for the bell, right, Freddie?
Exactly.
Look at that, hooks the leg, Nyla Rosie presses, sit out power bomb.
Sammi Pandora has welts all over her body.
As
you can see them here, this has to be it.
Both legs up.
Sammi Pandora kick out at 2 again here.
Nyla Rose doesn't know what to do. I'm sure this straightforward smash mouth style we're seeing has put away many women before in the squared circle, but not Sammi Pandora.
Look at Nyla Rose. She looks confused.
He doesn't know what to do.
Listen to this crowd firmly behind Sammi Pandora. Folks, this is women's wrestling at its finest.
Sammy's exhausted. She can't even get to that vertical base. She's crawling on all fours here, trying to get to that bottom rope to help pull her up. You can see the red welts all over her body, and that's not from her makeup, EJ.
Nyla Rose looking again for that power bomb. Up.
Sammy! Oh!
Rolls her up.
Sammy stole one here! She stole one here! Sammy rolled her up for the cover! Here's your winner, the Unbreakable Boss, Sammi Pandora!
Hi, I'm Alex, aka The Kilowatt. First off, I just want to thank Munderwear for sponsoring us and giving us these awesome PPW high voltage polos. Now that is a great marketing technique. Now, you could learn great techniques like that from the master of marketing himself, MLW's Richard Holliday, who, when he debuted here at PPW, went up against Sean Carr. Sean Carr is one of the greatest to come from PPW, not to mention he was our champion at one point. Please check out this match and enjoy it. It is one of my absolute favorites.
Please stop playing that horrible music. Listen, kid, just sit down and eat your fries, okay, buddy? Consumers! Welcome to an absolutely historic night here at PPW. Because now it's time for the match that all of you guys have been waiting for, the match you guys paid to see. The most remarkable man in wrestling, Richard Holliday, against Sean Carr.
Going to take on the most marketable man, Richard Holliday, in his PPW debut. And a very good test for Sean Carr, very good test for Holliday, as both men have won the ECWA Super 8. Sean Carr in 2017, Richard Holliday just a couple weeks ago becoming the 2018 winner. And we've seen that tournament have a lot of big stars go on to bigger things, and these two are just two examples of a great talent in ECWA Super 8.
When they first announced this one, Phil, I was very excited to see this matchup here, and it's even more of a pleasure to call this match with you here for PPW Wrestling.
You said that right.
Collar and elbow tie up here by Richard Holliday. I didn't realize the size of Richard Holliday. Big guy here.
Yeah.
Carr launches him off the ropes. Big shoulder tackle by 237 pounds of Richard Holliday. Carr drop down. Big leapfrog. Went for the toss. Block. Fireman's carry. Takeover by Richard Holliday, and he did it with ease, Phil.
Well, I was talking to Sean Carr before this match. He said the big thing that worries him about Richard Holliday isn't his size, it's not his athleticism, it's his intelligence. When you go against a guy that's intelligent like Richard Holliday, he's always ahead of you. He's always trying to keep ahead of himself. We're going to see if Sean Carr can keep pace with the most marketable man in professional wrestling.
Sean Carr, like I said, he's been up and down the East Coast. Richard Holliday also getting equally amount of travel time here in New Haven, Connecticut last night. Drove here tonight. The PPW, he'll be back there tomorrow again. Big shoulder tackle, this time Carr down to the canvas.
Well, Holliday using the size that you said you weren't aware of. I wasn't aware of it either. He's much bigger of a man. But Carr is going to use his speed to combat that, Paul.
Basement dropkick by Sean Carr, always so fluent and on his feet. Caught him right in the chops. Now a big rip off the ropes here. Both men using all 18 foot of this ring. Big Mexican heads and scissors takeover by Sean Carr. Holliday out for a timeout.
We got to be careful when Sean Carr's in this kind of mood. He's feeling it. He's having a great time in the ring tonight. And he thinks he can take Richard Holliday. We're going to see. But right now he's proving that he is able to.
Sean Carr looking to slingshot over the top. Sente Atomico over the top rope.
Well, Sean Carr is pulling out all the stops here tonight.
Carr limping.
He came down bum on that leg.
Visibly limping on that leg. Favoring it as he's going around ringside, picking Holliday back up. Big knife edge chop across the chest. You can hear that ringing as the woos fill Holy Family Academy. Holliday just pushing Sean Carr away. I think he knocked the wind out of him, Phil.
Well, pushing Sean Carr away is great. Let him chase you. He's on a bum leg right now, and he's going to need that leg, by the way, to do his finishing move, which is the super kick. He's going to need that leg to finish this match.
Holliday caught his fingers on the ring post there. That's worse than hitting your hand.
Yes.
That'll break one of your digits.
Carr breaks the count.
And you can see the look on Holliday's face. He's not having a good time here tonight.
Well, Richard Holliday came in here when you were in the ring. He didn't even want you to introduce him at first. He came in here and just started talking. I like a guy like that. You guys call him cocky. I call it arrogant. But it's great. Both. I think both of you are cocky and arrogant, to be honest.
Delivering shots. Big knee right into the chin area of Richard Holliday. Carr going up top. Legs pulled out right from under him, hit the top turnbuckle. You know those metal, what are they called? Rings that are on there? They're not soft, Phil.
No part of that ring is soft. Believe that. Those turnbuckles over there, just the same. Sean Carr coming down on the small of his back on that turnbuckle, by the way.
Very cocky cover by Richard Holliday. I wouldn't expect anything else less. Knee right to the face, and now a blatant choke over that middle rope.
Paul, you're just a consumer. Richard Holliday doesn't care about your opinion.
I don't care about your opinion.
Well, frankly, yeah, I don't care about it either. Yours, that is. You got me flustered, Paul.
Big scoop slam by Holliday into the backbreaker. Bending Carr over.
Yeah, right into it, right into the next move. As I said, Holliday always 2 or 3 moves ahead. Will always put those into combination. That's what makes him so dangerous. You don't even have time to react to the next offensive attack. Carr on bum leg. Not the smartest of moves to roll. Well, Holliday's going to roll on Sean Carr for it, too.
Kick out by Sean Carr. And I'll tell you what, Phil, you and I have called a lot of Sean Carr's matches. You so more than myself. But in all the years of calling matches, I've never seen someone been controlling Sean Carr like Richard Holliday is.
You're right. I don't say that a lot. And boy, do I tell you, it pains me to agree with you, but you're right. The puppet master, Richard Holliday here. And what's he doing? He's always staying a couple moves ahead.
Lateral press by Holliday. Did not hook the leg, and it could have been the reason that Sean Carr kicked out.
Yeah, not to mention he wasted 2 seconds thinking about going for the cover.
Absolutely, Holliday pandering to the crowd around the ring.
And it's not like Holliday doesn't know who Carr is.
Oh, man. Big pimp slap right across the face. Paid homage to the Godfather.
You were waiting to get that one out.
Carr trying to fire back with some back elbows.
Carr just for the style points.
Caught
with
him
the roll.
with the cutter. It took a lot out of Sean Carr also. Both men laid out. Referee Chris Banko's beginning to count.
Well, it's really in danger here because he might get to 10. It's not Carden.
You just don't like Jeff Carden, do you?
You know, I mean, do you?
I actually do like him.
Well, there you go. There's your answer as to why I don't.
Sean Carr on his knees. Holliday exchanging lefts and rights.
A slugfest in the middle of the ring. Who wants it more? Paul, PPW showcases young, upcoming talent. 2 of them in the ring right now, battling it out.
Oh, man! What a forearm. Phil, former hockey player, I say it all the time. You don't want to check somebody right up against the boards. You want to give them about 6 inches to maximize that impact, and that's exactly what Richard Holliday did there. And Sean Carr is spitting chiclets.
Well, I was a goalie, Paul. I just tripped everybody in sight.
Oh, step up enziguri by Carr. Into the fireman's carry. Rolling senton by Carr. Hooks the leg, back press. Kick out at 2 3/4.
Sean Carr looking at referee Chris Bankos. Are you kidding me? Carr can't believe it. Holliday can't, quite frankly, Holliday I don't think believes he's still in this match. And Carr going to do a little lining up. That right leg, Paul, has ended so many matches before.
Running knee by Holliday.
Holliday had it scouted.
Went to the pendulum backbreaker. Sean Carr keeps slipping out of his arms.
Holliday's going to get him up.
Slammed him down. Took a lot out of both men.
Carr putting the defensive moves to the test, blocking twice. And Holliday finally getting him up. Although you got to wonder, Paul, how much power was behind the third one after the first 2 took a lot out of Holliday, especially at this point in the match.
Absolutely. Both men having trouble to get to the vertical base. We're about 9 minutes into this one. Sean Carr super kick. Caught him right on the button.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. He's got to cover him. Holliday's rolling, trying to get to the ropes. He got his foot up on the top rope.
No, it's over. He counted at 3. What?
Referee Chris Bankos has pointed. His foot was on the rope. The match will continue.
Paul, I take everything back from what I said about this referee. He's a Carden fellower.
His foot was on the rope, Phil. What do you want him to do?
What do you mean after 3? Sean Carr's livid. He's throwing a temper tantrum in the middle of the ring. He's throwing a temper tantrum in the middle of the ring.
Striking up the band.
Oh, should have just laid into him. Oh, what is this?
There's a kick to the peninsula south of the equator. Hangman's neck breaker floats over, back press. It's over. Here is your winner, the most marketable man, Richard Holliday.
Well, by hook or by crook,
He
Paul.
stole one, Richard Holliday.
I don't trust him to play my music because he's an idiot.
Well, that's true.
I can't agree with you more.
Back consumers. That was marketable.
You know, typically after my matches, I don't really like when the camera's on me and everything, but I'll give you guys a little inside scoop into my debut here at PPW. See, the consumers tonight finally received the ultimate consumer experience because the most marketable man in wrestling came to Hazleton, Pennsylvania and gave them just that. This company has been longing for somebody to take it to the next height, to bring in new demographics. And on May 19th, that mission was accomplished. Now get out of here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the best of PPW and its main event.
Lo mein and Kung Pao chicken for Alexander Bow.
No, there's my order.
Order.
Seriously?
Well, you said to go get a snack.
I didn't mean right now. EJ, pay this guy. Get him out of here.
Me?
Pay him. I don't have any money. I paid for the shirts.
Get out of here.
Have a good day.
No, I'm eating that.
Dude!
It's main event time, as I said, on the best of PPW. Let's go back to January 27th, 2018. It was a monumental night as PPW presented We the People. Coming up on nearly an 8-month-plus run, PPW champion Mike Orlando, after winning the title May 20th, 2017 from Kakoa at Blue Harvest, he's been knocking down everyone, EJ, that's been in his path.
Paul Bowe, one of the best champions in the annals of PPW history. But, as we'll see, Jeff Carden found himself in a huge controversy at the end of this match.
Well, Jeff Carden usually finds himself right in the middle of controversy. Jack Swagger came to PPW, and one word will describe this match. As Eric Bischoff says, controversy creates cash, and it surely did tonight at PPW We the People. Let's go to the ring for tonight's main event.
What a matchup we have here, folks. Romano, do you feel it in the air? You feel it?
I truly do. I truly do. This one's going to be a good one. This might only be January, but we are looking at match of the year caliber right here between these two guys. And like we said before, Jack Swagger, he's not a veteran. He's not a Hall of Famer. He's a current wrestler who's training for Bellator. We'll have to see how his style has changed with that training, and we'll have to see if Mike Orlando can somehow end up leaving tonight the PPW heavyweight champion.
Both these men, pure athletes. Both these men got their start outside of the squared circle. Mike Orlando on the gridiron, on the football field. Jack Swagger in amateur wrestling in the NCAA, where he was champion at the collegiate level. A very, very distinguished position that this man has.
Well, he's been training with Dave Batista. He's been training for Bellator, and I think we're going to get a little bit better Jack Swagger mat maneuvers here. I think he's going to take it to the ground a lot more. Let's see.
As I said, world-class amateur wrestler Jack Swagger. Let's be honest here, this is probably the most even matchup Mike Orlando has had since gaining that championship belt.
Absolutely, main event time, PPW High Voltage. Paul Bowe, Phil Bravado, E. Julius Kuiper calling the action live here from Holy Family Academy. Here's a back waist lock by Jack Swagger showing the amateur wrestling background.
I mean, there's people standing for this. They're on their feet. This is rarefied air. This is a very special match. You can feel it from the get-go. You can feel it before the opponents even walked out.
This has a big fight feeling, as Phil alluded earlier. The Bellator fighter now, Jack Swagger. This match has been hyped up the last 30 days. It's the buzz of the internet, Facebook, PPW Nation. They're talking about it all over the East Coast. Mike Orlando now and Jack Swagger face to face, finally in the squared circle. Crowd is chanting, "We the people."
Can I get look at this? This is heavyweight wrestling, Paul Bo. This is a kind of fancy. This is a kind of gimmicks here. This is just two heavyweights going at it. Good old-fashioned pro wrestling at its finest.
There's no flips in this one.
You won't see.
Wait and see.
That was like two bears colliding at the watering hole.
And guys, you know how this is going to be a good match? The back of the locker room has been talking about this all night. And they're looking forward to it. They're watching it in the back right now. Everybody's eyes glued on this one tonight.
Belly-to-belly suplex from Jack Swagger sends the champion outside to rethink his game plan here.
Orlando ducking out of dodge there.
Well, it shows the experience, Paul, that Mike Orlando has since having that title. He's had to duck out of dodge quite a bit in his time in 2017. He's used to this. He's not used to the pressure that Jack Swagger is putting on him right now.
Orlando's trying to clear the cobwebs, trying to settle people down. Really upset here with the crowd as he's yelling obscenities here at the fans here at ringside at PPW.
Mike Orlando, he's used to having a little support from the crowd here. He's used to hearing that green machine chant when he comes out. Not tonight. Not the All-American here.
Just as you said that, EJ, on cue, one half of the crowd is saying, "Let's go, Orlando." The other half is saying, "We the people, USA."
Very patriotic crowd here in Hazleton, Pennsylvania.
Orlando ducks the line. Swagger, beautiful head scissors. Swagger staggered him a little bit. The big man in the corner. Big frog splash by Orlando. Big shoulder block, and 275-pound, the All-American Jack Swagger.
Little message from Mike Orlando that this isn't going to be any kind of cakewalk. This is his ring, Paul Bo. That's his championship.
Orlando went to go up and over, took a nasty spill on the outside.
Well, Jack Swagger doing that out of desperation early, throwing Mike Orlando down with the momentum that he gave himself coming outside of the ring. High-risk maneuver did not land well for Mike Orlando.
Now Swagger now in total control, smelling the PPW championship maybe. Right into the railing there.
You know, Mike Orlando's been here, guys. I mean, we can run down a laundry list of guys like Abyss, like Jerry Lawler,
Did you
like
say
Chris
Abyss?
Masters. But, I mean, Mike Orlando's come through it all. TJ Masters has got to be pulling his hair out. I mean, he doesn't have any right now as it is, but pulling his hair out in the back, trying to figure out, who do I have to bring in here?
There was rumors of bringing Smooth Tommy Suede out of retirement to come. They didn't know. They ran out of people for Mike Orlando to face. Cue Jack Swagger. Perfect man at the perfect time.
In the setting that it's perfect for Masters, because, again, he's training for Bellator. That's second to none conditioning, and Jack Swagger has scouted Mike Orlando for the better part of 2 weeks. He is ready for him, EJ.
You know, I said this earlier on in the match. Jack Swagger has to be the toughest, most evenly matched opponent Mike Orlando has had since stepping foot in the PPW ring. Not to take anything away from his past opponents, but Jack Swagger is still in his prime, as is Mike Orlando.
And there's Days of the Gridiron, big old number 69 with the tackle on Jack Swagger. No stranger to the gridiron, another All-American at Oklahoma. Stomping at the back of Swagger. Look at the look on his face.
Guys, Mike Orlando has this down to a methodical pace that he is used to. This started out chaotic. Now, Mike Orlando has got this right where he wants it to be, and he's at the pace that he can succeed at. Now, we're looking at Mike Orlando's game.
Kick right to the side of the head by Orlando. Swagger laying motionless on the apron, telling the crowd to shush.
This is where you're going to see the Green Machine at his most dangerous in a big match situation like this.
And this match It might have started here tonight, but I'll tell you what, earlier during the day at the Icons of Philly Comic Fest, we were down there with the PPW table. Mike Orlando and Jack Swagger were sitting, well, next to each other, minus Ryan Race and myself, in between them, and they almost got into it a few times. So this has been brewing all day long, culminating now in our main event here on PPW High Voltage, only on WYLN, the best indie wrestling on the East Coast. Phil Bravado, E. Julius Kuiper with the call here. Orlando now in control right into the lower lumbar area of Swagger, and he's laying motionless against that rope. Phil, what are you seeing here?
Well, I see that Mike Orlando's got this thing right in control. I see that Jack Swagger, I think, underestimated Mike Orlando a little. Oh, you know, you're the champion of little promotion in Hazleton. No, Mike Orlando's traveled, and Jack Swagger is finding that out right now. Covered by Orlando, smart move. At very least, making Swagger use the momentum to get out of that one.
On a 2 count, Orlando, you can see the frustration on his face as he's looking over at the commentary. Why does everybody look at us, Phil?
I think we got the answers. I know they're not looking at EJ.
Well, they're definitely not looking at you. You have a face for radio.
What?
Crowd chanting USA, flags waving in the crowd.
This almost feels like the Olympics here.
Almost. Swagger decked out in his red, white, and blue gear. Orlando, the neon green accented with black. He is a neon machine. Up to the top rope. Big splash right down, and that'll definitely separate a couple discs in your back. Back pressed by Orlando. Swagger kicking wildly. And I know you always have a lot of problems with Jeff Carden, but you can't be saying anything here bad about him, Phil. He's calling this one right down the middle.
I don't know how Carden keeps getting assigned to these things. I mean, it's just so transparent. I mean, Mike Orlando, every time he's got to defend his title, it's Jeff Carden looking at him with that big dumb face that's always hanging out.
Philip, he is the senior official.
That's why he's assigned. I don't care about him. How do you get to be the senior? Is it just seniority? Do I just have to stay here long enough?
Hopefully you'll be leaving soon. Back to the match. Orlando in control. Swagger on all fours.
I haven't said anything in a while. I'm still here, folks. What a matchup we're seeing. Championship action, main event here at PPW High Voltage. Mike Orlando still in control. Jack Swagger fighting back up to the vertical base. Former WWE superstar, former NCAA champion, Jack Swagger off the ropes, into the fireman's carry. Oh, big back body drop.
Big fall-away slam by Orlando.
Fall-away slam.
Back cover. Oh.
Guys, every time Jack Swagger hits that bat, it's that lower back that's hitting first. Every time Jack Swagger kicks out of something, it's that lower back that's being folded. It is causing him a lot of problems right now, and we're going to have to see how that bodes for him later on in this match.
A lot of people don't realize that lower back, that's part of your core as much as your abdomen is. It's just the back side of your core. So you take out that back, you take out the stability, you take out the strength of your opponent.
And you talk about a conspicuous absence tonight on ringside. Where is Mr. Elliott? He is most dangerous when you can't see him. He did not accompany Mike Orlando to the ring tonight. I know he's in the building. I saw him earlier this afternoon.
Bobo, I was going to say, where's Mike Orlando's entourage? He usually comes out with 3, 4, 5, 6 people.
He said, if you guys did any journalism research, you would see on Facebook that Mike Orlando wanted to do this one by himself. Everybody's talking about how he uses his outside interference. Mike Orlando said he didn't need that tonight. He wanted to do it by himself. Is that a mistake? Absolutely, that's a mistake. But we're going to have to see how Mike Orlando fares.
Right on top of Jeff Carden.
Move of the year.
What?
Move of the year. That guy finally got what he deserves. It took 365 days, but we finally get payback for Jeff Carden.
Jeff Carden was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
He was in the perfect spot at the most amazing time.
What I want to know, do these reps get workers' comp?
I would fight that guy's unemployment insurance if I could.
Jeff Carden is laid out. Orlando.
No one's coming down to check on Carden. No one cares. Nobody cares.
Somebody needs to get out there and check on Carden.
Sweep him up with the garbage that we take right after we get this ring out of here.
Now those are harsh words, Phil Bravado. Look at Jack Swagger back in this one. Orlando's up.
Power slam. Swagger feeling it from the crowd. People yelling, "We the people." Swagger set him up for the Patriot lock, it looks like to me.
Bobo, that's a deadly lock he has.
Listen to this crowd.
Building momentum, drops the elbow.
And Orlando's eyes roll back in his head. Lateral press cover. There's nobody out there.
We should have a new champion right now.
Well, once again, Jeff Carden got knocked over and Bravado thinks it's okay. Swagger's the only person that cares about Carden. Orlando's coming too, and Swagger's still stomping on him. Oh! Caught Orlando, caught him right in the face. There's a kick right to the side of the head. Swagger will be feeling a lot of them at the Bellator level. Orlando rolls him over. Speaking of the devil.
Oh, now come on.
Speaking of the devil.
Well, this is exactly what he said he wasn't going to do. Mr. L, and that, what? Mike Orlando's telling Elliott to get out of here.
He's telling him to get out?
Elliott, look on his face, is completely shocked. I told you guys, Orlando said he wanted to do this by himself, and he's going to do it by himself.
I wish I could do commentary by myself.
One of the biggest matches of Mike Orlando's career. He doesn't want to cheat to get this one. He doesn't want to have the asterisk on his record book.
Oh, man.
Frog splash. Orlando pulling out the deepest of his catalog of moves. I've never in a year seen Mike Orlando do a frog splash.
Elliott got a referee. Here comes referee Chris Backus out. Here's the cover. 1, 2. Swagger kicked out.
Swagger kicks out.
Swagger kicked out at 2.
Mr. Elliott, hands on his temple, getting a headache as he's watching it.
Swagger kicked out at 2. Where did that come from? Somewhere down deep. The All-American is pulling it out here at PPW.
Look at the crowd on their feet, Paul Bow. I've never seen anything like this.
Orlando took a long stare at Mr. Elliott. He may have regretted not taking that chair to Jack Swagger's back.
Orlando is in his football stance. The former offensive lineman, NFL prospect. Swagger dropped hold. He got the Patriot lock. He got the Patriot lock. Here comes Elliott. He got the Patriot lock. He has it locked in. Fans chanting tap. Fans chanting tap. He has it locked in deep.
Are we going to see a new champion here?
Orlando, that rope can be
He's about
10 miles
away
away
from the rope.
He can't get to the rope. Elliott's trying to help him.
From the rope.
Oh, and he pulled him back, gentlemen.
Look at the ankle. Look, the Patriot lock. Locked on deep.
And he got to the bottom rope. Orlando got that rope.
Jeff Carden finally looks like he's coming through. Big frog splash. Lateral press. Hooks the leg. Orlando reached up and grabbed the bottle rope. Great ring awareness by Mike Orlando. We are seeing probably, I know it's early in 2018, but a finalist already for PPW Match of the Year in the first month of PPW.
What a way to start the year.
Absolutely. Great crowd on hand tonight.
Tell you what, you could go from Pennsylvania to California. You're not going to find a better main event than this one, folks.
Swagger going for the gut wrench suplex. Orlando, martial arts style kick right to the back of the cranium. Orlando has him up top.
Swagger in a very vulnerable position here.
Oh, wait a minute.
Razor's edge.
Oh, my. Oh!
And you could just see Swagger's head hit off the canvas.
If Mike Orlando could do a 180-degree turn, this one's over.
He just got to get over. He got
a finger on Jack Swagger, and this one, and he will retain that PPW champ. There, no, Swagger, too smart for that.
You said it perfectly, EJ. Too smart. He's going to roll out of the ring where he can't lose this match and regroup.
Orlando dives.
Wow. Just look at the strength of the legs of Mike Orlando. To get that much momentum, most men have to run across the ring. He did that from standing still. There's the big spear.
He folded him in half like a lawn chair, but took a lot out of both men. Back pressed by Orlando. Swagger kicks out again.
What a match.
Swagger kicked out again.
Guys, both of these guys took it to the limit tonight. Orlando not wanting Elliott out there. Elliott's out there. He's coaching him on. We're going to have to see if it's enough or if it's a distraction for Mike Orlando, to be honest.
The first mistake is going to be a fatal one. I can tell you right now, Bravado. The first mistake, Jeff Carden still doesn't know where he is. That's probably a good thing.
Paul Bowe, Jack Swagger, former WWE Heavyweight Championship.
The youngest ever WWE champion. These two are giving it their all. These fans have got their money's worth tonight. Look at this. It's on. It's like a hockey fight here, Phil. You were the goalie, so you wouldn't even take part in that.
Got him!
He got him! Right in the middle of the ring!
In the middle of the ring, Paul Bowe!
Right in the middle of the ring!
Orlando's hurt! Orlando's weakened! This could be it! This could be it! Orlando is hurt! The Patriot lock! Locked in deep in the middle of the ring! He gets out, he still has it! He still has it locked on! That's that MMA training that Jack Swagger has been going on!
Swagger will not let go. Swagger's shoulders are down. He's tapping out. Orlando tapped out. Orlando tapped out.
Orlando tapped.
He's tapping out. What just happened?
What happened here, Paul Bowe? We need a word from the official.
Mr. Elliott beside himself on the outside of the ring. Mike Orlando thinks he's won this one. Jack Swagger thinks he's won this one. Oh! Jack Swagger is the new PPW champion!
Phil Bravado, pinch me! Am I dreaming? Am I dreaming right now?
Mr. Elliott wishes he was!
I'm so happy I'm gonna kiss you! Get over here, Phil!
Paul Bowe, I can't believe what we just saw. This has to be the most shocking event in PPW history.
Listen to this crowd here at Holy Family. Jack Swagger has won it all. Oh my God, I can't believe what I just saw. We have a new PPW champion. He's crying in the ring. Emotions are running high. Look at the look on Swagger's face. He's done it. He's done it. He slayed the dragon. It's absolutely unbelievable.
Former
Look
WWE
at this crowd.
Heavyweight champion. Now the PPW heavyweight champion.
Listen to this crowd.
He has to be the most highly decorated belt holder we've ever had in this company.
Absolutely. Listen to this crowd chanting, "We the people. We gotta go." EJ, you stay with them. I gotta go to ringside.
The pedigree of this belt. Let's go through the list. Tommy Swade, David Starr, Mike Orlando, Brodus Clay, and now Jack Swagger is your new PPW heavyweight champion.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Best of PPW. Remember, every Sunday night on WILN at 8 p.m. you can catch High Voltage. And every other week on YouTube and Facebook, as well as WILN, brand new content, brand new episodes of the Best of PPW. Check out www.ppw Wrestling for all your updates and possible future shows. Who knows? Check it out. Check out Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. We're everywhere. PPW strong.